I'm here with Nico.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yep.
I just got third place today over here at Family Time Games, playing Milky Holmes.
Yes.
Right.
Quick deck profile.
Yeah, super quick deck profile. Using the new cards. We'll go ahead and start off. 4 of the new Cordelia Runner. It's probably my favorite card. Just your standard mill runner. I feel like it makes your level 0 game super consistent. Feels like I'm no longer bleeding hand all the time. And yeah, just super solid card. I'm glad they printed this.
It only took like 5 sets or 6 sets.
Yeah. Not counting the extra boosters. Then we have 4 of these Ellies. Pretty much the big reason you want to play Milky Holmes. Give center slot 500 power. Whenever a card enters your level zone, you can pay 1, look it up to top 4, add a detective trait character. This lets you plus on your opponent turn if they attack and you have a backup. And yeah, this is your engine. This is your mill engine. Gets you pluses everywhere. This is a great card.
Yeah, and it works when you level up as well when your opponent's attacking in.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So it can get you. It gets you a lot of pluses. I am playing 3 of this Cordelia back row. This is my back row of choice, just because I feel like at the start of your climax step you can give something 1k power, and then you can rest 2 characters, swap a card in your level zone with a card in your waiting room. The 1k power at the start is especially really good early game. It can make your runner 3/5. If you put your runner in the center, it can make it 4k, and then they just pretty much have to like tri-field to kill your runner. So really good. Also combos with this, obviously. Gets you pluses once you're level 1 and higher. Then we run 2 of the Drop Searcher and 1 of the Salvage. This is just a generic pay 1, discard 1 Drop Search. It also is a fairly decent turn 0 play, or turn 1 play. On attack, if you have 2 or less characters, you mill the top card.
It should be 1 or less, I think.
Yeah, if you have 1 or less other characters, yeah. On attack, you mill the top card. If you have 1 or less other characters, if it's a level 0, you can put it into your back row for free. Pretty nice. It's also a decent enough discard outlet in case you ever get Climax flooded in hand. And then this is just a generic drop a Climax, salvage a card. Also helps with hand fixing.
All those gold bars.
Yeah. Gold bars are too good. I run 2 of the Sock Suicider. I was considering maybe pumping this up, but I think 2's fine. On play, you can mill 3, and then just, yeah, generic Stock Reverser. Pretty solid card, and it's yellow, so it lets you get the yellow early play later on. Run 1 of the off-time Makoto Ellie, pretty much. During your opponent's turn, it gives front +1 level and 500 power. So at level 1, your Ellies become level 2 5Ks before backups, and then your opponent's just kind of forced to front into there. And yeah. This card is really matchup dependent. Certain matchups it's kind of whatever, and then other matchups it just kind of can just straight up win you the game.
It has the pay 2 tap, right?
Yeah, I said off time Makoto, and then yeah, it also has pay 2 tap itself, and then search for a book trait. So it also lets you grab the 1/0 counter if you're lacking that, if you really need to pay 2 to get it. We have 4 of these good card. This card is disgusting. 1045. Whenever a Climax enters your level zone, this gets 2/5 for the turn. And Climax combo with a gold bar. On attack, you stock charge 1. And I'll explain a little more later. We have a grand total of 5 of the counters. This card is... oh my god. So it's a 3k backup for no cost. When you play it, you have to put a Climax from your waiting room into your level zone, as if that's a demerit. So naturally this combos with the level 0 Ellie really well. You can pay 1, mill some cards. It also combos with this really well, because all of a sudden this 4/5 just kind of became a 10k, and your opponent, especially if they don't know the matchup, are just staring at you and be like, what just happened? I think 5 is a good number. I think 4 is just a little too on the small side and makes it a little too whiffable. And yeah, I've been playing 5 for a while. It's worked out really well. We run 2 of the Cheryl. It can be part of your level 1 board. Whenever a card enters your level zone, you can give something 1500 power. And whenever you use a startup, you can pay 2 and salvage. So helps a lot with the backup. You can give 1500 power somewhere else, so you can make your 10k Ellies like, 11.5, so wall out even more. And then the salvage option is nice as well, especially if like somehow all of your counters are in a waiting room and you really need them. I play one of this 2/1 support. I'm thinking of cutting it just because power's not super relevant in this deck, but you just kind of play it as a 1-of right now. Generic level support, and then you can tap 2, swap a card in your level zone and waiting room. Didn't really do too much today, and hasn't really done too much really any time, but it's there if you need it as a backup plan for your level 3s. Run one of this new 2/1 Ellie. It's just a clock suicider. It's very good.
It kills higher level, right?
Yeah, it just kills just a generic higher level clock suicider. Not really much else to say. I'm glad they printed this, so then you didn't have to use the awkward assassin Ellie that didn't even let you play backups. I run 2 of this stock swap event because I like winning.
Powerful.
That's a good reason.
I mean, these guys laugh, but a lot of decks nowadays just compress like crazy. So if you stock swap, 12 queen stock with, stuff from the waiting room, it's just can just win you the game out of nowhere. Kit King can attest to that.
I only lost today.
I run 2 of this new Nero. Its early play condition is having a climax and level zone, so you're pretty much always able to do that. Comes into play, you can draw 2, ditch 1. Lets you draw into pretty much your events if you really need them. If your climaxes, if for whatever reason you just aren't good enough at triggering gold bars. And it just presents kind of like a bigger wall at level 2. And yeah, you can wall out your opponent. These get to typically 13-5 on defense. So yeah, it's good. Play one of this Cheryl early play. If you have 6 or more climaxes, it gets -1 level in hand and then heals on play and then just kind of gets power. Haven't really played this as an early play. I guess it's just kind of there as a generic healer. I'm only really playing this just to have the option to do it. Otherwise, I'm thinking also maybe just adding another Witch Cheryl into the lineup. Playing 2 of this 3/2 Ellie Restander. You're almost never going to really meet the experience cost, and a lot of the times you don't really want to. But if you have experience 6 or more, it gets 1500 power. And then on play, whenever the center slot attacks, you can pay 2, discard 2 detected characters, which is... It can be problematic, depending on how your hand's shaped. But then you can restand it when your center slot attacks. This is a lot of the time your main kind of like bursty finisher, because it can just deal a lot of damage pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm surprised you only run 2. I thought you would run 3.
I'm still kind of tinkering with the numbers, but I think a lot of the times I can get 2 if really needed.
Yeah.
2 of the Witch Cheryl, another healer on play. Whenever you put a card into your level zone, you can pay 1, ditch 1, give this 1500 power, and on reverse, burn 1. You can also use this on your opponent's turn. Really good kind of like precision ping. And yeah, it forces your opponent into really awkward positions if you have these out on board.
Yeah, especially in combination with the counter.
Yeah, because with a counter, obviously before back row, it can get to 14-5, so very strong. I play 2 of these Cheryl. Whenever this is played, you can salvage a card, so that's nice. Whenever a climax is placed into your level zone, this gets 2 fire for the turn, and then it combos with a gate. On reverse, pay 1 and burn 4. Just kind of like another finishing option. I was thinking of maybe cutting this to 1, but I think it's okay at 2. But this is... I'm not feeling this. I may just replace these with witches, but it's always nice to have the option. Then we play the 1 of Cordelia's Garden. It's finally off the ban list.
Have you used it at all since then?
I have managed to play this card in 1 game, and this is out of like maybe 20 games. It's great.
And you lost that game, right?
I did not.
Oh.
Turns out healing 2 is pretty good.
Oh, it's 2?
Good.
I keep thinking it's 1. I don't know
Yes.
why. Alright, yeah.
The fact that this doesn't go to memory either. If you somehow live...
No, it does go to memory.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, at the end it says call card go.
Oh, never mind. I was wrong. Either way...
She didn't use it 4 times in that game.
Nice try, Dean. But yeah, a heal 2 is really, really good. And you can also give something 3k, so if you're playing one of the cards that needs reversing, you just got a pretty big power pump.
finally.
And then finally we have 4 of the gold bar, combos with the 1-0 Ellie, and 4 of the gates, combos with the 3-2 Cheryl that salvages in play.
Yeah, that's it. All right, later, guys.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoy our channel, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, as it does help our channel grow, or you can reach out to us at any of the following social media links below. See you guys in the next video.